Hey guys, it is Sunday morning, 1:30 in the morning. I just wanted to thank everybody on my last little video that I put up for all the kind words and well wishes. I took my mama back to her car today. It was not a comfortable trip for me, but I got it done. And I was okay after, 24 hours, but they, but mama wanted to wait and give me plenty of uninterrupted rest. And we both popped up at the same time this morning yesterday morning at 7 a.m. And we didn't do anything all day. And, so yeah, I'm still here. I have a zit. It was actually a blackhead that I just couldn't let go because, well, I did let go, but guess what happens? They turn into zits, and then they hurt even worse. And I had to do the needle with fire underneath it and then clean it with alcohol, and it's flat now. It's just red because I don't have skin color. Again, like I said, thank you so much. I had a lot of disappointment from my son. He called me Wednesday. We talked for about 10 minutes. He was on his break at Taco Bell. He didn't call me Thursday. He didn't call and check on me at all Thursday night, Thursday afternoon. He wasn't working. Friday, didn't call. It was his scheduled call night. He didn't call. And today I let loose on a text, and he finally called me later on tonight when he got off work for 5 or 6 minutes. And we are not okay right now. And I let his daddy have it too, because you married to somebody for 18 years. They got cancer. You can't text and say, hey, is everything okay? How was your surgery? He's a baptized Christian. Just goes to show you, some people just go through the motions. It's sad when you have more people that you don't really know, that don't live near you, that you will never meet, talking about you guys. Nobody else checked up. My phone has not rang. My phone hasn't rang at all. All my well wishes on Wednesday night's live last week, and this week that just passed, that's gonna, anyway, it was Wednesday, and then Thursday was my surgery, and Friday I put up I put up a thing on Thursday letting everybody know everything was okay. They got all the cancer, they got all the stuff. So many sweet things. People were messaging me prayers, my sweet Susan, my moderator, everybody knows Susan. She, I guess it's in her religion, but she lit a candle for me, and it was still lit last night, ever since Wednesday or Thursday morning or Wednesday night. She lit it and prayed and just left it, and it was still going. And I was home, and I was safe, and I was okay. I'm going to put a picture of the place where they did the puncture. It looks like somebody scratched my side. They went in. I felt everything. They were giving me Valium and, the one that starts with an F that everybody's addicted to. And I don't know whether I can say it. They may demonetize me. But that's what they gave me. They gave it to me before they got started. But it didn't. I mean, I was laying here just like this, I felt altered, but they were like, are you going to, at the end, they gave me 6 shots of it total. And they were like, we need to pull you over to the bed. I'm like, I'm going to get up and walk. And I got up, took 3 or 4 steps, laid back down on the other bed, and they were like, wow, you are very aware. And I was like, yeah, I need something to drink and something to wet my lips because they are chapped. I don't know what it is about hospitals, but my lips always get chapped. Maybe they don't have enough humidity. Maybe they have dehumidifiers or something. I don't know. But I've got to go back in 6 weeks. My issue is I couldn't get a straight answer from anybody. The guy who did the surgery, the guy who worked with him during the surgery, the 3 nurses that were in there. Nobody. Somebody came out and said something to my mom about my ovary. And she said, my daughter had ovarian cancer. 2 years ago, she was diagnosed. She's only been in remission for a year. And she doesn't have any ovaries. And my mother flipped. And we talked about it on the way home. And I was like, look, I was asking everybody, okay, did you get all the cancer? And they were like, it was a nodule. I'm like, yeah, that's what my doctor said, that it was a nodule and it was on my liver cancer. And they were like, well, it was a nodule. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You call it what you want. And then the next person come in, they were like, yeah, the cancer's gone. It was burned off. And they should have gave me more of a shot because I felt it. It felt like somebody had put a red hot poker in my side. And I thought it was going to be more on my side toward the front, but they put me on my left side and I had to stay on my left side. And reason being is my intestines, my colon area, and then my peritoneal wall it was smashed together. But when they put me on my side, my intestines, my colon moved, then they were able to see the cancer. And it was not on any other structure around it. It was only on, he said it was almost on the tip. You don't have that part of your liver anymore. We burned it off. And then, guess what they did? They put alcohol through the cannula into my abdominal cavity. I felt the burn. Then they gave me some more medicine. And I was like, that was my biggest fear going in there. I'm like, I don't want to feel nothing. I don't want to be conscious. And they were like, not conscious, conscious. I hate when people say the wrong words. So anyway, I'm conscious through the whole thing. Just like when they did my port, if any of you guys are OGs and you were there in December of 2021, and I said that they told me that I would go to sleep because of the F word and the Valium. Yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't put me to sleep then. I was having a coherent, educated conversation with the doctor putting in my port. And I remember everything that happened during my surgery. Every move. I closed my eyes and tried to go to sleep because they kept having to stop, and they would put me through the CT scan, and then they would start like you can figure that out anyway. They would put me in and they pull me back out, and then they would do more burning, and it was weird. The doctor had no other patients. He came in because my doctor put it in as an emergency to get it out as soon as possible because of my history. So, to me, it looks like, based on what the doctor said and everything, that Jesus has beat 2 cancers. But I'll know in 6 weeks. Right now I'm still in a lot of pain. Feels like somebody has kicked me in my hip and in my kidney. Because the incision was more toward, it was in my back. Not like on my hip bone area, which is what I thought, but it wasn't. It's on my back. I did like 25 pictures trying to make a picture of it. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. My lips are so dry. I've got to go dig something up. I don't care if it's Vaseline. I got to have something. But I've used all of my lip stuff. And even my mom had dry lips. And I don't know what it was. As soon as I walked in the hospital, it was like everything just like dry to the bone. But my mother couldn't believe that. She was like, "You wake up and your hair looks like that." I said, "Yeah." I slept last night and I took a nap today and my hair still looks like it did. And it's not hairspray, because you can see it's not hairspray. It's just, that's just the way it is. But I'm very ready for a cut. I've been looking at, bob hairstyles. And either straight part or side part. And all that good stuff. So if you have any color or part decisions or opinions, leave them in the comments below. You can leave well wishes in the comments below. If you don't have anything to say, at least put a butterfly below. And I will hopefully see you guys tonight. But if not, I will let you guys know. It hurts really bad when I sit up. It literally hurts from like the middle of my stomach all the way through my hip bone into my and out my back. It is more pain than I thought it was going to be. And do you know what? They gave me 5 pain pills. Norco. 5. They gave me 5 pills. I was wondering why they were so cheap when I picked them up at the pharmacy. On the way home, my mom drove through the drive-thru, and it was 67 cents. It's because there was only 5 of them in there. And then they said to take Tylenol. But don't take ibuprofen, because I have a heightened bleeding risk because your liver is very vascular. And I've had to keep an eye on the incision because they said sometimes you'll get a hematoma. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be bruised up bad. And she was like, no, I'm talking about like it'll go from flat to a big blister, like a blood blister, but it's not a blister. And I was like, oh. And she was like, if you get that or a fever of 101, you go back to the emergency room. So, I didn't have any of that, and I hadn't yet. Thank the good Lord. But yeah, me and Mama had a good time, laughing, cutting up. She enjoyed being on the live the other night. But at least if I don't get to see you tonight, at least you got a coherent conversation with me right now at 1:30 in the morning. So, I, don't count on anything, but I'll be sure to tell you either way, because I'll know how I'm going to feel, because I've been getting nauseated and just falling asleep. I never have the best reaction to sedation. Even though that wasn't sedation, that was called twilight. But I'm sorry, but I didn't wake up when they was pulling my tooth or when they were putting in the synthetic bone with the cow tendon. I wasn't even there for that. I checked out. So they did that, but they're going in and burning and putting alcohol inside of my body. And I'm sitting here like I was sitting there talking to the nurse. Now he said basically all they did was deaden the worst parts of the surgery. Like when they were fixing to start the ablation, which took 2 minutes of microwave rays, they gave me a pump of both of the medications. And I didn't go to sleep. I felt it moving inside of me. It wasn't pain, but I felt movement. It was weird. And I felt the lidocaine. But every time I would feel something and I was trying, they were like, it's very important that you have to be still. And I was. And he was like, you're a rock star. And I was like, oh, whatever. I was hurting through the whole thing. And he was like, you never twitched. Your muscle never twitched. Your foot never twitched. You laid completely still. I'm like, because I was scared. I wasn't going to move. But he said, well, no, most people, they ain't that brave. And I'm like, well, if you know anything about ovarian cancer, you know what I've been through. And he was like, it was stage 4, right? And I was like, yeah. And he said, oh. And when they were rolling me over, when he was pulling the sterile field off, after he had, covered everything up, he was like, wow, you have got some kind of scar. I'm like, oh, that's just what's on above my underwear, above my belly button. It goes all the way down. And he said, can I look? And I said, yeah. And he just said, oh, God. He was like, I'm sure you have a very understanding boyfriend. I'm like, I haven't even had a date. And he was like, well, I don't see why that's the case. And I was like, oh, how sweet. But I'm sure he would have said anything to make me happy at that point. But love you guys. I appreciate you. I am very grateful for every one of you. And I'll just be waiting the bills to start coming in. Got one today from my CT scan that was before I had this that diagnosed me. It's just, it's hard. And I got rejected for, what do you call it? The financial assistance. Yeah. I got denied for the second time. And I don't even know how they can think the amount that I have in savings could actually do anything. But hopefully I don't get another cancer, because I'll have to, if anybody knows a way that I can hide something so that I can get financial assistance from them, let me know. Has anybody done that before? And how did you do it? Because I'm serious. This is taking money that's supposed to be for me to live, to have a place to live. Now I can't. I've had to spend, and now now I don't have money to buy land. I don't have money to buy a trailer. I'll have to finance it. And I didn't have that much to begin with. That's what I don't understand. You can just have a couple $1,000s in there, and they will make you spend it before they'll give you anything. You have to be basically on Medicaid and food stamps before they'll let you do anything. Don't qualify for that either. But anyway, don't get me started on who can get it and who can't. People that's got way more than me have everything for free. And I have to struggle for everything I get. So, anyway, like I said, love you guys. Appreciate you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And it looks like I'll get $100 here in 2 months. So, at the end of February. So, woohoo. Got the last one in November. That's how long it takes me to get a paycheck on here. That's why I say please hit the like button. Please comment. Please come into my live streams and talk. I could use that money to pay my bills. If I got $100, that would pay for my, what's that thing called? CT scan. The surgery, it's $575. I've got to pay my portion of it. I don't have that in my bank account right now. So, It'll just have to be paid for. And I got stressed out and I started getting hot. But that's not y'all's problem. So anyway, you guys have a happy Sunday. I will be thinking about y'all. Please pray for me, my pain. Pray that I somehow marry a man that I don't have to worry about where money's going to come from, or that they made a mistake and I can get charity care. So anyway, I will hopefully talk to you tonight. If not, I will put up a community post. Bye.